What we do here is go back.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mello. So last week, a teacher by the name of Marquise White went viral for letting his female students do his hair. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen the video, but if you haven't already, go ahead and check this out.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing, and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school, and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video, and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out.
The internet had very mixed opinions about the video, but they lean more towards the side of this isn't something that's really appropriate. Now, let's check out what other people have to say about the situation.
As far as the teacher allowing the girls to take down his braids at the end of the class, I'm gonna give y'all 3 quick thoughts on that. First and foremost, I'm a former educator. I taught 7th and 8th grade in Alabama, and I taught 9th grade lit in Georgia for a number of years. Bottom line is wrong. I don't want to hear anything about culture. I don't want to hear anything about them being comfortable. I don't want to hear anything about that. And if y'all worked in high schools and y'all knew what was going on in high schools, y'all wouldn't feel that way either. It's inappropriate. There need to be boundaries here. And I don't care about him being a man. It's inappropriate if he's a man. It's inappropriate if he's a woman. It's inappropriate if he's white and he's black. Y'all keep bringing up these scenarios of, oh, my white teacher, my woman teacher, if it was a blah, 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 blah. It's inappropriate no matter what or who it is. 2, I don't know what's up with this new generation of teachers. Why do y'all put everything on TikTok? Why are y'all posting on TikTok? Y'all gonna fuck around and get y'all certification snatched just off of TikTok alone. And some of y'all need y'all certification snatched. But I've seen way too many young educators on this app just putting everything. Like, it is a way to be an educator and post on the internet, and half of y'all, if not most of y'all, are doing it wrong. Like, lastly, I saw somebody make a really good point on here, and I can attest to this. Teenagers, male or female, they suffer from limerence a lot, if you know what limerence means. So any little small act of anything could put in their head, it might be innocent to you, but it could put in their head that you're their man, you're their woman. That's why you, as the adult in the situation, have to put up boundaries, okay? Because teenagers can't think past a certain point. They talk about it and you might think they're playing. No, they're not playing. And now you've gotten yourself into a sticky situation. Put up the boundaries in the beginning. And I'm not trying to offend y'all, but y'all must not be certified educators. Y'all must be parapros or something. Because what education program did y'all come out of where they didn't go over all of this? Because I know at Alabama A&M University, baby, please. Katina Walton, baby, please. We would never be doing this on the internet. Get off the internet and teach.
Y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all. That teacher getting his hair unbraided in that classroom, it does look inappropriate, but not in the way that everybody's talking about it. And I want to talk about it. So like I said, I saw this video yesterday, and y'all know I am not a fan of adults using kids specifically in the classroom to build a platform. I just simply think it's unethical. You have children performing labor, and these children do not understand what they are doing at this age. They cannot consent to this. And these children are young. They are not able to understand that these videos and stuff will be online forever. And there's no way to take it down or erase all of it. This is forever going to be online. And the moment that this went left, the moment the negative comments started coming in, the teacher should have deleted it, but he didn't. And that's not to say that the teacher is a bad person or any of these things. I think he is a good teacher. Like the parents apparently follow him on TikTok, and I've seen videos of him doing after school stuff with kids and stuff. He seems like a really good teacher. But my issue is building a platform off of these kids is unethical, simply as that. We've seen the conversations about child stars, Disney stars and stuff, and how them dealing with being famous for so long has affected their mental space. And these kids did not understand that they were doing work. They thought it was fun. And a lot of them became the primary source of incomes for their families. So the time that they, grew up and became older to understand these things, they was like, okay, where did all their money go? And a lot of them do not have access to that money. There was a law that was being pushed from some state that was supposed to be addressing this, where if a minor is in the content online, a percentage of the revenue has to be put away until the child is older, I think 18, to receive. And that's the thing. Now, some folks gonna catch some strays at these next couple of clips, but it is what it is. Yes, some of these videos have been very cute, seeing the kids do dances and stuff, seeing the kids answer silly questions. But are these kids able to consent to this? Are they able to understand that what they're doing is work and labor? And what happens when this person who has been doing all of these things is building a platform and is now making money? Because this teacher that we're talking about is I think he has like 700,000 followers on TikTok as of now. And he is moving to the realm of, receiving endorsement deals and all that other stuff. We've seen it happen before. But are the children able to understand what they are doing and that their image and likeness is going to be online forever? And now you have this person who has built a following off of it, making money off of that. They're not able to consent to that. And how does a student tell a teacher in a position of power that, hey, I don't want to be on camera? Even for me, for some of us, we have a tough time telling our barbers and our hairstylists, like, hey, I don't want to take a picture and you use my picture to promote your business. Like, I'm not receiving a discount. I'm not receiving any of that. And you will have folks like talking about me. Like, what if, folks didn't like the way my cut looked? What if folks didn't like the way my hair looked? We've seen folks get bad hairstyles and get dragged online. Like, some of us adults are unable to, say, hey, I'm not comfortable with that. So what do you think a minor is dealing with?
I too saw the video of that teacher having girls take down his hair. And I want to talk about how you all will upload a video and regret the consequences. Of course, we can talk about the actions later on in this video, and I will get into that. But I think that sometimes you all upload a video and then you're like, okay, I could be the main character for the internet real quick, get some follows, maybe start a discourse, and then the internet will move on. The internet never moves on. There will always be a section of the internet talking about the same thing. As to the actual what was happening in the video, I'm a former teacher of 5 years, and I have had colleagues that are men that request another teacher in the room when they are dealing with another female student, because that's how much they love their job. Everyone is like, oh, you all are making it perverted. You're making it perverted. It's inappropriate. It is. You're twisting a video. No, we're watching with our own eyes. Servitude. That's the other factor, right? Because a lot of people are making it sexual. But what if he didn't have little girls do labor? And it makes me sound like a hating ass bitch, but I am one, so it's okay. I read a tweet, don't know how true it is, that his job is now in question, which should have been the first thing that came to his mind. But again, so many people are obsessed with views and clicks that y'all don't think of your own livelihood. Little girls do not need to be your servants. It's inappropriate for work. Male teachers are already looked at with such disdain. The actual male teachers that care do what I mentioned before of like having another person in the room and cover their asses because they care about their students, they care about their job, versus views and clicks. And I'm not over exaggerating because his original video says he dropped it in the group chat and it was an issue and he wanted to bring it to the internet. So he knew what was going to happen. He knew it was going to start a conversation. Did he know he was going to cost him his job? We'll see.
I'm sure by now we've all seen the video, especially those of us who are in education. And I'm not here to speak directly to that video as much as I am to speak about the best piece of advice that I've ever received as an educator. And it is this: CYA. Cover your tail. Cover your behind. This is true for all of us in education. It is more true for men in education. It is most true for Black men in education. In the last few months, the two most controversial, conversation-stirring videos as far as TikTok education is concerned have all been recorded and posted by Black men. And I'm not here to pick a side, inappropriate versus appropriate, professional versus unprofessional. I do have my views, but I think there's something even greater at play here, and especially this conversation about boundaries as well. I'll probably post more, but bottom line is men in education, Black men in education, CYA. We have to cover our tails. And covering your tails does not mean covering up what you are doing, okay? Because there's some stuff that we should not be doing at all. But we have to be careful, okay? Because something that we might view as innocent and harmless might be taken to the extreme by a parent, by administration, by people on TikTok. And anything is liable to happen this day in cancel culture and people being doxxed. So we just have to be careful. CYA. Cover your behind.
As you can see, people are not really feeling his teacher letting his students do his hair. Now, as a former lead preschool teacher, I feel like I can speak a little bit to this. Being a Black man as a preschool teacher, I can't even begin to tell you how careful I had to be. First of all, male preschool teachers are very unheard of. And a Black one, that's pretty much non-existent. I think in my whole time of teaching preschool, I only met 2 other male Black teachers. When I was in college majoring in ECE, which is early childhood education, they constantly drilled in us the ethics of teaching and what to be aware of. You know, especially if you're a male. Now, one thing I never allowed my preschool students to do was to sit in my lap. That's something that I personally decided because I always was aware of how it could be perceived. Now, the female preschool teachers, they would have like 2 to 3 students sitting in her lap and just sitting around them. But as a male, it is different and you do have to move different. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's fair, but it is what it is. Now, I see a lot of people saying he's grooming these girls, and to be honest, I just don't get that vibe from him. But what I am getting is that yes, it is inappropriate, and he also crossed a lot of boundaries with those young girls. First of all, why do you have so many of them playing in your hair? To be honest, it's weird and it just shouldn't be happening. Not only that, but he crossed the boundary with allowing them to play in his hair, but also filming it. I don't know what school he got his degree from, but I was always taught never to film your students and definitely don't post them on your social media. Now, he also strikes me as the type of man who has no boundaries, which is why he crossed so many of them. And you have to be very careful with someone like that. One thing I've come to learn is someone who has no boundaries, they will also cross the ones that you have for yourself. And because he has none, I don't think he realizes when to stay within boundaries. And I think with that, he can easily cross into that gray area and also that area that's just really not okay. Now, would this look different if it was female students doing a female teacher's hair? Most likely, and we would probably be cheering and applauding and talking about how cute it is. But because of the optics, yeah, it does look different, and again, it's also inappropriate. And as a male teacher, he should definitely be aware of that. Now, word on the curb is that the teacher in question actually got fired for this.
The teacher who posted that video of him letting his female students take his braids down may have just lost his job. His name being Marquis White, he posted this video of himself earlier reading messages from his students who were concerned and were offering positive words of encouragement after he received backlash from the now viral clip.
Hey, bestie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much and can't wait for you to come back. I can't believe that taking somebody's hair out is such a big deal, and it makes me so mad that people make little things big things. I want you to know that the class and others got your back, and we will always stand behind you and up for you no matter what happens. We got you. Again, we miss you and we love you so much. and can't wait for you to come back. I wish that this never happened because it feels like we're losing you.
Word on the street is that he got fired or that his teacher's license got suspended. However, Mr. White has not confirmed any of those rumors. Be that as it may, many are debating on whether it was appropriate for this man to not only let his female students take his hair down, but also post it online for millions to see. Now, you have some people who are commending the teacher and don't see what the issue is, as doing hair is a cultural bonding experience within the Black community. It shouldn't be sexualized or overly intimate, especially since it's 5 girls helping him and not just one. Also, this happened right before school ended when everybody had free time, and the girls were only allowed to come if they were done with all their work. On the other hand, you have critics saying it's a hell no for them, insisting that not only letting the students play in his hair is intimate, but also inappropriate and unprofessional. While I can't say that he deserves to be fired because I do think he meant well and that this really was supposed to be innocent, I don't necessarily think we should normalize this for men or women teachers, because all it takes is the wrong person to use this as an example to get close to students, or any minor in general to build a relationship with them that can turn into a harmful one later on. And while I do understand that the parents are aware of his TikTok, some even follow him, there is the matter of him using children for content and possibly getting paid for it. Assuming he's monetized on TikTok, which he definitely qualifies to be because he has nearly 700,000 followers now, he definitely made bank off of this video that now has 4 million views, and I wouldn't want a corrupt educator to get inspired by this, exploiting their students in the process so that way they can get the same results. But I really want to know y'all's opinions.
One thing that irked my soul is how one of his students called him bestie. Like, you are not their friend, you're their teacher. And again, this goes back to my point. This man has no boundaries. And to be honest, I still don't think he learned his lesson. While I don't think him getting fired is honestly the right thing to do, because don't get me wrong, as inappropriate as it is, I'm never going to root for a Black person to be out of a job and a way to support themselves. But this man definitely needs training on ethics, interactions with students, and posting them on social media. Hell, and setting boundaries. It is so crucial to have boundaries when you're working with young kids and teens, and again, this man just clearly has none. I don't find the video that he posted cute, and I don't find it funny. And I honestly hope that this is a lesson to all working professionals. Get off live and do your damn job. People are so obsessed with being on live while they're working that it is just ridiculous. I see McDonald's workers on the clock going live, Dunkin' Donut workers, teachers. There's even a judge on TikTok who goes live while he's working. I mean, is this seriously what the world has come to? While I don't at all agree with the teacher letting the students do his hair and him recording it and posting it online, I do wish him well and I am rooting for him. I think that the video is a great conversation piece, and I think that it is a great learning lesson. You know, I'm not perfect. There's times I get it wrong and I miss the mark as well. And in those times, I just ask that people give me grace and they give me a chance to rectify the situation. So yeah, I'm going to give this Black man grace as well. But let me tell you something, Negro. From one Black man to another, you better wake the fuck up, and you better wake up fast. We cannot do everything other people are out here doing. And as Black men, we do have to be careful and double check our steps. We don't always get second chances, and again, while it may not be fair and it may not be right, it is the world we live in, and it is what it is. You know, all in all, it does seem like his students have a great rapport and a great relationship with them, so I am hoping he can bounce back from this. You know, dust yourself off and give it another try. This time with boundaries intact and with a lesson learned. But look, it's nothing you can't do, Black man, and I think you got this. Good luck, and I'm out here rooting for you. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, as that's okay too. Don't forget to drop a comment down below. Now, what do you think about this teacher letting his female students do his hair? Do you think it was inappropriate, or do you not find anything wrong with it? You know, it's a safe space. I'm not judging y'all. And as always, if you're not already, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and make sure to hit that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and I'll catch you all on the next one.